Hello and welcome everyone. It is Wednesday, August 15th, 2018, and time for another spec book. One that I think is going to do really well, so one I highly recommend you get. Now this came from, I was reading an article by on CBR today, and they mentioned that Web of Venom #1, Carnage one-shot, is coming out in November, and it's going to be written by Donny Cates, who, as you know, is on fire. And I'm going to talk about that book a little bit more in my haul video in a few hours. But I really wanted to let everybody know about this book. That during the interview about that book, he talks about Carnage Mind Bomb. It came out in February '96. It's a low print run. It's a one-shot. It's a foil cover. It's a red foil cover. There's no second prints, no third prints, none of that. There's just the one printing. That was right about the time when the comic industry was going through a real crisis because everything had crapped out by then. So it's going to be a low print run, and the price on it is reasonable right now, but it's going to jump up pretty soon. The artist, the cover artist, and the comic artist, the penciler for inside, is Kyle Hotz. And Kyle Hotz is doing the cover image for the new Web of Venom '1 Carnage, which is coming out in November. So that's kind of cool that Cates has brought him back and tying him in. And the fact that he brought, so you gotta connect the dots. When Donny Cates says something, he said that something big is going to happen in this issue, this one shot that he's putting out. And I have to read you a quote from the interview. In it, he talks about, as a kid, he used to go to his little comic book store. And he said the store was called JT's Comics in Garland, Texas, and it was there that I first met Venom. And it is also there that I read the scariest comic book I'd ever read. It was called Carnage Mind Bomb, written by Warren Ellis, with art by the incomparable Kyle Hotz, who's doing the art on the cover for, like I say, the new Web of Venom. And boy, oh boy, if you haven't read it, make sure you get thee to a comic book store and check it out. But read it with the lights on, because it will mess you up, man. It is brutal and insane and brilliant. It was there that the character of Carnage bloomed for me as a fan. He's been my favorite bad guy ever since, and to be able to write him is such a huge treat, and to my utter delight. So when Donny Cates mentions an older book like he did with Doctor Strange 44, or he didn't mention Thor #6, but you can almost be guaranteed there's going to be a tie-in between that Carnage Mind Bomb and this new Web of Venom #1 Carnage, especially when he's bringing the artist from that book to do the cover for his new book. You can almost be guaranteed that that's going to be tied in. So get that book while you can. The price is reasonable right now. It's going to heat up pretty good. So anyways, take care, everyone. Talk to you in a few hours. Bye for now.